So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
Oh, a few incidents here and there, but nothing we can't handle, right? I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to... Good. Then you shouldn't have any trouble. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity L... He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Simon's been working with us for years, so you'll pose no... He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. Now, in order to confirm your identity, I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just...
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it? You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the luck.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope... Now, if you'll excuse me...
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got my eye on you.
Well, that wasn't too bad for your introduction. No one loves Ularu more than Ularu. She's smart, climbed her way up to Chief Operations. Of course, now she expects if she can do it, anyone can. So, her standards tend to be, "Let me know if you have any questions regarding..." And enjoy your time in Sidonia. It's I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think getting close to people isn't a luxury he can afford in his line. Only that it's vastly different than Neon. There's not glitz and glam where And don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical information... Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is illegal there, so if you have...
For you? No, only Ularu calls me that, and it's not up for negotiation.
Sidonia is even better than I thought it'd be.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can...
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least, don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Hey, you buy from me? Take a look. Do I have any good deals, you say? My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring? See you later, friendo! I don't actually like...
What a dump. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in... It's steep, yes. But... for this little tidbit... I suppose I can't argue with... I like the way you think. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. I knew you'd see reason. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well... Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news. Oh, they will.
A reduced noise ordinance in effect.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm down. This Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game. city anyway. You draw the short stick at work or what?
Used to think I was Vanguard material, till I discovered the space travel turns my stomach.
Last year, a private concert by classical violinist.
I feel you on that.
I'm kind of worried the Council is going to give away too much in negotiating with the FC.
It's amazing how smoothly Do you work for me? It's hard to keep track these days.
I'm a little busy. Can I help you with something? Oh, in that case, go right ahead. I wouldn't want to be... how long is this? Great. I could use the break.
redemption. Just do it somewhere else.
Unless you're a Deimos employee.
But it's a great way to prevent it in the first place. If you notice any of the miners exhibiting worrisome behavior, feel free to let me know.
It's not easy living in Cydonia.
Hello, dear. Hello. Do you have business with... I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors. You're very welcome.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first... hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with... What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about... Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only... We don't use that word around here. Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money even though I'm a UC-appointed official, the money goes right back into the locally... I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other standard protections from the... That's cute, but not enough. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But if you have mining experience, or maybe check with... If those aren't your speed, then there are a number... Well, I've been appointed governor, going on every day. I am passionate. I look out for their interests, if you ask me. Cydonia's not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested. But if you're not here for work, and you're looking to kill some time, I'm, beautiful scenery. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken's... You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the... We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface. Goodbye.
The city of Cydonia is proud to be a pillar of support for the United
Cydonia
Colonies.
can have a
Seek your local Marine...
My favorite thing about coming back to Neon is that I get to leave all over again.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Well, that took longer than... I hope whatever information's... Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see... Got the key, deciphering, and... done. Well, well, well. Look, Project Dominion isn't an Infinity Ltd prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Don't cause any trouble.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Hey, Em.
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd. has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd. has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so... And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for...
So much for any faith in our security team.
Dalton.
Lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer. I'm sure I don't need to remind you that this situation demands discretion. Not for this one, but... Ryujin has many enemies outside of the corporation. To be an enemy within and avoid detection takes a certain amount of skill that only so many of our employees possess. I do have suspicions, but feel it's too early to say at this time. I've been the CEO of Ryujin Industries for over 10 years now. I've also been lucky enough to continue and grow its success since I took the position. Dalton is our Chief Security Officer. He oversees everything. Employees, network, information, even the tower itself. Since I promoted him, we've decreased our security breaches by 96%. Only a handful of competitor operatives have set foot in the building, and our physical security was able to... Neuroamps make some people nervous because they can enhance your ability to influence others. But with the external appearance, people can always be aware of those who have them and may be using them. An internal neuroamp would be unnoticeable. Should it be used to influence someone, that person would be none the wiser. Our latest line of neuroamps were created to help with the user's self-image. They can boost confidence and the ability to communicate and think critically. Those types of improvements in competency can easily help influence others. I was elected CEO when my predecessor, Itaru Saito, was proving to be incompetent. He was jeopardizing our relationships with both the Free Star Collective and Benjamin Bayou, which would have made doing business extremely difficult for Ryujin. We caught hostile operatives with Ryujin tech a while back, and linked them to the Free Star Collective's Council of Governors. Saito was enraged. He wanted more than the usual compensation from the Free Star Collective. He wanted the truth. When the truth was refused, he went after Bayou, accusing him of knowingly condoning the Council's actions. The compensation should have been enough. To this day, I can only speculate. Just look at our position. We're based in Neon, and Neon is inside the Free Star Collective. I think the answer is... Indeed he was. I felt he left me no choice but to propose his removal. I was elected. He was jeopardizing our... In an ideal world, yes. It's a goal I look toward. But a move like that isn't something that happens overnight. Unraveling the complex relationship would be years of work. So until it's no longer beneficial, I'm content to take it slow.
I hate waiting. I've got my eye on you.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information. A mole within the company means a failing in my... We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective. It's certainly a failing. But for now, Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program. This means your keycard will be turned off. If that's a joke, it isn't funny. We're trusting you to... In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming... During that time, I'll be unlocking access. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta, but as far as she knows, it's standard procedure. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even out of... Good. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
My career will be over if this deal...
You've chosen chunks. Rather be doing this.
Are you ready to feel euphoria?
someone in my business, they're... You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider... Wow, nice to meet you, too. Good thing you want... I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's... It is a really nice amount of credits. Maybe... Not... you know, part of me could find some... Alright, you win. No wonder you... A pleasure. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ularu has is bound to take some real work. More... Here's the slate.
If you're wondering what that smell is.
Need me? You need a hand with more of your things? That's fine. I have some journaling to catch up on.